name is Jason. This is Mohawk Motors. As you can see, got my 2017 Silverado up on the lift today. First time. Guys, have I mentioned how pumped I am about these lifts and how nice it is to be able to work in a t-shirt in January and February? This is incredible. But I've got some work to do on this truck. I've got to get it ready to go through inspection, and I've just got some regular scheduled maintenance that I need to do. I need to rotate the tires because I wasn't able to do that last time I changed the oil. I try to be really good about rotating my tires. I need to change the fuel filter. I try to be really consistent with my fuel filters also, and I'm past due, so I got to get that done. Okay, here's our fuel filter. I'll grab my little fuel filter socket to pull the drain at the bottom. That should allow most of the fuel to drip out of this thing, and then I'll be able to undo the bottom half of the housing, and that will give me access to replace the filter. All right, I've got my little draining caddy and an 18mm socket for the drain. Oh, you're gonna do me like that, huh? Rude. The intention of this thing is you loosen it, and then the water and or fuel will run out of the little tiny drain hole in the middle of it. Apparently we have, that's not wanting to do that. So we're gonna have to go right to removing the housing itself and probably get doused with diesel fuel. There we go. Woo! Are you done? Yeah, that filter was ready. That's supposed to be a white element. Let's let that drain for a minute. And I'll get my new filter. The new filter comes for a new O-ring for the stem in here and a new O-ring for the outside of the filter housing. Old filter pops off. Woof. Yeah, it was starting to collapse, that filter. Definitely past due to be changed. Ta-da! Get this little guy out there. Fold over. Coated with diesel fuel. So it should slip right together. Got my new filter here. Fuel. Get the O-ring on the filter nice and lubricated. back in the housing. And housing back onto the upper half. Like right now. Guys, this thing always sounds awful coming off and going on. Anybody else have an L5P and their filter housing is like this, or is mine just poorly made? No. Drain that didn't work. Put it back so we don't get a leak. Get a rag and wipe off all the oil, all the diesel fuel that's all over everything. All right, so when I rotate tires, I like to do left rear to right front to right rear, so diagonally I make an X. I just find that that helps them last the longest. Maybe you've had different experience, but that's what works for me. Before I put the wheels back on, I'm going to do a quick visual inspection on my brakes, suspension, steering components, all that stuff. Make sure there's nothing worn out, getting low, anything like that, because after all, I am getting this thing ready for inspection. Brakes all look good, the steering looks good, ball joints all look good. I'm going to grease all the front end parts while I'm at it. All right, to grease the pitman arm and the idler arm, I'm going to turn it to the right. All right, I got all the front end greased, tie rod ends, pitman arm, idler arm, both fittings on the idler arm, upper and lower ball joints, and they all seem to be good and tight still. My studs, my wheel studs look a little dry, so I'm going to give them a little dollop of anti-seize. All right, so one of the other things I want to get taken care of today is I've had a check engine light on for months and months and months. My remote start doesn't work because of it, and I've known about this problem. It's a glow plug problem. And I pulled out the codes here just to verify. You can see I've got some mass airflow sensor codes. That I figured that one out already. It was one of my clamps on the intake piping had come loose. But then I've got cylinder 5 circuit control, cylinder 5 glow plug, cylinder 5 glow plug offset. So I'm pretty sure the glow plug in cylinder number 5 has gone bad. Now, I've been hesitant to make this repair because I've read some horror stories online of people trying to replace glow plugs and the tip of the glow plug breaking off and falling down in the cylinder. And if that happens, you got to figure out a way to get that glow plug piece out of there. And from what I've read, most of the time it results in pulling the head off the truck, which I really do not want to do. But it won't pass inspection with that check engine light on. So my hand is forced. I got to try to get it fixed. Cross your fingers for me that the glow plug just comes out in one piece, and we're all good to go. I'm going to pull it. Hopefully, like I said, it comes out in one piece. If it doesn't, then I'm going to have to poke the camera down in there, see if I can see the tip of the glow plug. Or I've also read about them breaking off and getting pushed out of the engine and people never even knowing until they go to replace it. So I'm going to lift this thing back up where it's a little bit easier to get access, come in through the fender well, and we'll try to get that glow plug replaced. All right. I pulled the inner fender. What is that? I pulled the inner fender out to get access. And you can see the glow plugs right in here. 1, 3, 5, and 7 at the back. So fortunately, they're not bad to access. They have a little 8mm nut that holds the wire on the end that supplies the power. And then the glow plug itself is 10 millimeter. So I'm gonna reach in here and try to get the nut off first. I've even read that the nuts tend to twist off, which we can work around that if it happens. But we really, really, really need this glow plug to cooperate and just come out for us. So I think I'm gonna set you up here and we can all cross our fingers and toes and hope that this thing comes apart and comes apart in one piece and I don't have to pull a head off of this thing. There we go. All right, can you guys see? Let's start, see if we can get this nut off the end. Cross your fingers and toes for me. Oh, excellent. All right, the nut came loose. Now I'm just trying to get it out of here. I'm gonna get a magnet and try to get it out without dropping it. There we go. There, that was a great idea. All right, there's our nut. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I am super nervous about this. If it goes south, like I know I can repair it, but woof, that's a big job. And we're using this truck as kind of our primary family vehicle right now. So, come on, old girl, come loose for me. Oh shit. Okay. All right, what happened here? Oh, okay, it's spinning. All right, good. We want spinning. All right, now just come out in one piece. Please, oh please, oh please, one piece. Gentle, gentle. Oh, yes, thank you. One piece, everybody, intact. You can see here's my new glow plug with the foam on the tip. Also one piece. Oh, thank goodness. Whew. I've never been so relieved just to have something come out the way it's supposed to. So now I'll get the new one put in. Here so we can reach. Gentle. There we go, threads right in. I'm gonna have to look up the torque spec on this. Let's see what it's supposed to be torqued to. All right, let me look up that torque spec. Oh, thank you for helping, everybody. Thank you for crossing those fingers. You guys want to hear an embarrassing story? Just realized this is a diesel. Diesel is opposite of gas. This is the even bank, 2468. 1357 is on the other side. So I just I changed that glow plug for nothing. So, I think I'm just gonna torque this one down and then I'll put the one that I took out that I know is good because there was no problem with cylinder 6. I'll go over to the other side and stick that in cylinder 5. Dumb. So dumb. All right, she's torqued down. The body goes to 13 foot-pounds. And then the nut, I'm just gonna give it a snug. I can't believe I friggin' forgot that this is the opposite side as a gas engine. So stupid. Okay, now we're on the right side of the engine. And cylinder 5 glow plug is right in here. We should be able to just access it. So we'll cross our fingers that we get lucky twice on the same day, which usually is not what happens for me, but here we go. All right, phase 1, the nut. No problem there. Okay. All right, come on, truck. Be good to me. All right, it turned. It's coming. Ah, one piece. This is the glow plug from the other side. That was cylinder 6. This is the glow plug from this side, cylinder 5. You can see an obvious difference there. The cylinder 5 one is very black, almost looks charred. This one looks much better. So, I'm going to put this one in. Hopefully, we've resolved our problem here. There we go. All right. Hopefully that takes care of our glow plug code. Okay. It's all back together. I'm gonna lower it down, clear the codes, and then start it up and see if that took care of my glow plug circuit problem. Victory! Cleared the codes out, got the truck started back up, and no check engine light. So hopefully that's got that glow plug issue fixed. Like I said, it's been months and months and months that's been an issue. I was letting it go because everything else I've read online has said, like, usually if one goes bad, others will go bad in short succession. But that didn't seem to be the case with this. I was trying to let them go, so if I had 2 or 3 or 4 or all 8 of them go bad, then I could just do them all in one shot. But knock on wood, I think we're good to go now. I've got some driving around to do this afternoon and over the next week or so, so assuming that code stays away, then that should be repaired. I've got a few other things to do this afternoon on the truck. Well, probably this evening or tomorrow evening on the truck. I've got new windshield wiper blades for it, and then new mirrors. Part of the safety inspection is all of the exterior lighting needs to be in working order, and my outer marker lights on this mirror are not working anymore. I'm fairly confident it's because I had a little whoopsie and banged this mirror against a tree a couple years ago, and they probably got water infiltration and it's junk. So I have new mirrors to put on the truck also. But I'll have to pick up this evening or tomorrow or sometime this week. That's it for now. I'll see you guys later. All right, so first thing I got to do here is get the door panel off. And these are fairly simple, very similar to the older style panels, just a few little changes on these. So behind the actual pull handle right here, and down in your door pull right here, there's 2 little plastic panels that you pull out. Pop this one out, pop this one out. There's one 7mm screw behind this. There's 2 7mm screws down in here. You take those out. This panel right here pops out. It's just held in place with little snap clips, like so. And then there's another 7mm bolt back here, and then 2 7mm down here at the bottom of the door. You take those 6 7mm screws out, and then you can pop the door panel off. It's just held in place with more snap clips. Cover out. And this little one down here. A little 90-degree pick makes that pretty easy. One, 2. Get out of the way. Then the hardest part is actually just getting them out once you've unscrewed them. Doesn't hurt to have a magnet. 3. 4. 5. There's my 6 little screws. Start down here by the speaker where you can get a little edge. Just pull out on it. It comes out. There we go. Now the top. These were a little stubborn for me. And what I wound up doing on the other side, which I'll do on this side too, is get the window down out of my way. Then I can lift it up. This side also. That sounded like stuff breaking. Like that. There we go. And then you need to get your door handle undone. So your door handle has this little clip here. You just press, pull it back, twist it out. And then you can undo your wiring to the door if you want. But I just used one of my magnetic hooks here and hooked it on the door just to hold the door panel up, because I don't need to fully remove the door panel. I just need it out of my way so I can access the connector. My connector for my mirror is just right down here. Just a little just a little 18-pin connector. Push the little tab and pull it out. Got a couple little wire retainers here that I'm just going to cut the tape, because I want to leave the wire retainers to attach my new wire harness with, like that. Just like so. Just like so. And I've got a little plastic push rivet right here that you pull out. And then there's a little snap in there. It lets you pop this upper trim off. Just pull it down and in, out of your way. Hang it over the door. And then here are my 4 nuts that hold the mirror and my mirror harness. Cut the tape on that little retainer. There we go. And then I'll undo my 4 nuts, get this out of the way, and get my new mirror bolted on. Very simple, guys. Not bad at all. So I've got the new mirror bolted up. Like I said, very simple, just bolts up in place of where the old one original was. I've got it plugged in. I haven't put anything else together because I'm going to do a function test before I put the rest of the door panel back on. So let's make sure the marker light's working. Yep, good. Let's check our work light. Yep, those are working. Turn signal, working. Now let's check all our functions here. All right, so let's see. Out, in, down, up. Perfect. Down, up, in, out. All working. Turn the lights off. Make sure the marker goes off. Yeah. We're all set, team. So put the door panel back. It's just the opposite of taking it off. I am going to use zip ties and tie my wire up over here nice and neat so I don't have any issues there. And then that's it. Then I'll just move on. I got to check all of the lights on the truck, make sure all the lights are working. Well, I think this thing is ready. All the lights are working. Glow plugs are working. I don't have any check engine light. And I've put about 7 or 8 trips on it now. Start, stop, fully operating temperature cycles. And check engine light hasn't come back on. And glow plug light, nothing like. Everything seems to be good to go now. Those mirrors are on, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm really happy with them. I like them. I think they look a lot better than the stock ones do. Tires rotated, aired up, fluids are all filled and topped off. And I just, the brakes look good, the front end is all tight. I can't think of anything or any reason why this thing wouldn't pass inspection, so I think she's golden. It's scheduled to go to inspection a week from today, the coming Monday. So I'll probably wait until then to put this video up so I can let you know what happened. Well, everybody, it's a few days later. I'm trying to wrap up this video for you. I want to put it up tomorrow, and figured I'd give you the final update. And that is the truck passed inspection. I'm all good to go. Now we'll work on getting the rest of the trucks all certified, inspected, passed through, and start doing some more fun projects too. So thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. And until the next video, everybody, take care.